on stream in February 2024 at the Jubilee Southeast has underperformed, impacting on overall field production. Speaking on the performance of the Jubilee and 10 fields in the first half of 2024, Andy Inglis, Chairman and CEO of Cosmos Energy, a partner for the Jubilee and 10 field project, noted that after 14 years of oil production at the prolific Jubilee field with an estimated recoverable resources of 1 billion barrels, with only a little more than half of it recoverable resources drilled so far, Cosmos Energy and its partners are keen to sustain commitment to effectively exploit its oil and gas. Mr. Inglis noted that the Jubilee 69 well was drilled using 4D seismic data compiled 8 years ago. If you just joined us, you're listening to Maritime and Port News. Somalia introduced a new shipping directive aimed at regulating the movement of vessels within its territorial waters. The new regulation was reported over the weekend by the state-owned media Somalian National News Agency. Going forward, vessels entering and operating within Somali national waters will be mandated to fly the Somali flag. In addition, ships transiting Somali waters must inform the country's maritime regulator and comply with Ministry of Port and Marine Transport regulations. The new policy comes at a time when Somalia is trying to revive its maritime sector and assert sovereignty along its vast coastal region. Following years of civil unrest, Somalia had not updated its old 1989 marine law. This has left the country vulnerable to illegal, unreported and unregulated fishing, with reports showing that Somalia loses an estimated $300 million annually from the exploitative trade. Some observers believe that Somalia's new maritime directive could be partly a response to the geopolitical tensions in the Horn of Africa. Recently, Ethiopia and Somalia's breakaway region, Somaliland, signed an agreement on the use of Berbera port in the Gulf of Aden. Now, this means Ethiopia's vessels could have exclusive permission to use the port. The Berberic port does not mandate flying of the Somali flag, giving Somaliland self-declared independence, creating uncertainty on how Mogadishu's directive will play out in waters of Somaliland. Now, Djibouti last week offered Ethiopia right to the port of Tajura as an alternative to the Somaliland deal. Meanwhile, Somalia appears determined to assert control over its vast coastland following a defense and economic pact with Turkey signed early this year. The defense agreement allows Turkey to train and equip the Somali Navy for enhanced capabilities to curb terrorism, piracy, illegal, unreported, unregulated fishing, and toxic waste dumping. Without an effective naval force, Somalia's coastline has become infamous for piracy. Now, with the ongoing Houthi attacks in the Red Sea since last year, there has been a dramatic increase in piracy incidents along its coastline and reaching further east into the Indian Ocean. Somali pirates captured of the Maltese-flagged Bulka Rune in December 2023 was the first successful hijacking of a commercial ship off the coast of Somalia since 2017 and was followed by other incidents both with small fishing boats and large merchant ships. The U.S. intelligence in June warned of the possible alliance between the Al-Shabaab and Houthi rebels in Yemen, who are currently targeting merchant shipping in the Gulf of Aden. Meanwhile, European Union launched its Operation EU NEVFOR Atlanta in 2008, prior to the emergence of the Houthi attacks and uptick in piracy in 2023. There had been efforts to scale back international efforts. The goal was to let Somalia take greater responsibility for regional security. So on this note, to wrap up this morning's edition of Maritime and Port News, proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority. They provide you with the best noise shipping solutions. You can always contact them at the Shippers House in Accra. Now for more news, follow me on Instagram, Facebook and on YouTube at Nanesi Boateng. My name is Nanesi Boateng, my producer Kweko Boaji. Have a great Maritime and Port Day.